Hello and welcome back to Jazz Session with I Am Setsuna. Apologize for the abrupt ending of the last episode. Life kind of took over in the past week. Had to take care of some other stuff, but back to continue this game. All right. Oh yes, I remember this being very confusing. Okay, so to make up for the abruptness of the last episode, I'm just going to fast forward to, or I'm just gonna blink to when I found to where until I find where I need to be or the story happens. Alright. See you guys. Well, for you it's gonna be in a couple seconds. O one of royal blood, I have a question for thee. Huh? What was that voice? Doesn't seem like anyone's about to attack us or nothing. A question, eh? Very well. Ask your question and I shall answer. Long ago, a peasant requested counsel with the king and told him of his hardship. The king felt pity for the peasant and bestowed upon him a gift, his own ring. The peasant thanked the king and promptly sold the ring in order to ease his financial hardship. Were the king's actions just? That is the question I put to thee. The king's the most powerful man in the country. He can't just ignore people and let him suffer. He was definitely just. I wonder, isn't it unfair for the king himself to be giving the peasant a gift? Sure, everyone else would have liked him to help out too. Alright, that's enough chatting. Please, I want you to collect your thoughts and each think of your answer. Let our minds be as one. The answer is, he was just. What king can hold his head high if he cannot save a single man who stands before his very eyes? So, that is thine answer. Thou lackest insight. Thou shalt not continue on. Thou must consider again what makes a true king. Oh, wonderful. Gotta find my stupid way back. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah. What was that voice? Doesn't seem like anyone's about to attack us or nothing. Question, eh? I get a feeling the blank answer is the correct one because it's just so out of place. Oh, let's go with the marks. Ah. Well, nope. Fast forward again. Okay. So obviously he was unjust, since that is the last remaining answer. He was unjust. What is the reason for thine answer? Hooray, we can move on. Oh, Lady Julian, thank goodness, you're safe. Huh? That's the girl from back in Julian's village. Oh, one of royal blood, thou must not be deceived. The woman before you was no woman, but a monster. What? She followed after thee and snuck inside the ruins. What? No, I'm not a monster. I was worried about her highness, so I came to see if I could help. Oh, one of royal blood, thou must not be deceived. What's with that voice? Stop lying, alright? It is the king's duty to guard these ruins. This monster must be eliminated. No, it's not true. Please, you have to believe me. Damn it, what are we gonna do? We got no way of telling if she's a monster or a human. The only thing a normal girl would be able to follow us here, though? It doesn't add up. But if she really is human, one wrong decision by us could cost her her life. A king must bear the weight of many souls upon his shoulders. I'm fully aware of what that entails. No doubt Indir, who decided against the murder of the sacrifice, will also understand. Please, I want you to collect your thoughts. Each of you think of your answer. Let our minds be as one. Do-do-do. My instinct says don't. What is the reason for that answer? Whether my opponent is human or monster, I shall not raise my lance without irrefutable proof. One word from a king can bring great prosperity to a kingdom, but also great ruin. If a king bids that they do so, will the people not endure even the harshest taxation? Will his soldiers not cast aside their own lives for him, even in the face of certain death? Such is the weight that rests on each decision a king must make. Such decisions must not be made lightly, especially when faced with one who shows no animosity. Whether they may be monster or human, there is always room for discussion. To decide them, and there to eliminate one for whom there is no proof it is even an enemy. Those are not the actions of a king, but of a fool. Lady Julian, thank you. Thou hast answered well. She is indeed human, inside and out. She tried to enter the ruins, so I captured her. I have sent her back outside the gate. Thank you. A king's word is law unto his people, and at times may govern even their lives. He must never speak with haste without first ascertaining the truth. Engrave these words upon thy heart and continue on. Hooray, I made a right choice. Just gonna keep fast forwarding. A one of royal blood. Heed my warning. Uh-huh. Among those thou leadest here, there is one alone who bears no human blood. What? The individual must be rooted out and eliminated before it is too late. A perplexing question indeed. Though my transformation was at its worst, perhaps because of the confusion in my mind. My memories of our journey are hazy, and I remember very little. But judging by your reaction, it seems that you already know the answer. You already know who it is among you that is not human. Please, I want you to collect your thoughts and each think of your answer. Let our minds be as one. I do not need Endear to tell me it is Eterna. Julian. Even I don't know who Eterna truly is. But now Setsuna's spell has lifted the fog from my mind. There is one thing I do know. Eterna's magical energy is somehow different. It is not that of a human. Thou hast answered well. Once thou hast disposed of her, then I shall deem thee worthy of the throne. I'm afraid we have no intention of disposing of Eterna. You are wasting your time. I shall not be disposing of her. Any attempt to induce me to do so is meaningless. And what is the reason for thine answer? I do not know who you are, but just as you refused entry here when the transformation had me in its throes, if you had been so inclined, I'm sure you could have also done away with Eterna. Seeing as you did not, that must mean you have deemed her to be no foe. Is that not so? Furthermore, I have fought alongside Eterna. She is my comrade. Whether she is human or not, she remains my ally. I shall never turn my blade against an ally. Thou hast answered well. trust is one of the qualities that make a king. And placing one's trust in others, without regard to birth or lineage, is a sign of a true king. It is in a king who is without prejudice that the people and the court shall place their trust. Engrave these words upon thy heart and continue on. Ah, this is a long dungeon. Hopefully it doesn't last too much longer. I'm not sure how many more fast forwards I can take. But we're going fast forward again. Oh, one of royal blood. Now let me ask thee my final question. Must a kingdom have a king? Of course it must. Kingdom. You don't even need to think about this one. If you say no, you'll be rejecting the very existence of the royal family. But if you say yes, it might seem like you're only trying to justify your own claim to the throne. Julian, there is no doubt in my mind. Whether I am the bearer of the royal bloodline, or whether I was a member of a tribe of mercenaries, no doubt my answer would remain unchanged. Please, I want you to collect your thoughts and each think. Hooray! Oh my gosh. Save point. You guys know what that means. Okay, so we're going to continue during the next episode of Jazz Session with I Am Setsuna. Thanks a lot.